Okay, we're back. I'm with my good friend Katie Morales, Goosehead Insurance. Katie, the second home that Jennifer and I visited was off of Havana. I actually live on Mahana, so that's kind of funny. But I'm looking at this. So it was 850,000. It's a lake home, so it butts right up against Joe Pool Lake, and it was a great home. I mean, 3,700 square feet, just tons of space. And this home is available for sale, right? So I think they have just a couple things they have to do on the inside in terms of finishes, but it's pretty much ready to go. So you put together this great quote. So, is there anything in particular that you wanted to point out with this one?
Yeah. So on the dwelling, again, you're going to see that it is less than the purchase price. And that is because like you were just saying, it's on the lake. The land has a lot of value here. So we only need to ensure the replacement cost of the home. So that, just wanted to point that out again. And then for the extended replacement cost, we can talk about that if we want to go over that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be under the additional coverages section. So you'll see increased replacement cost on dwelling, 140,000. So this is a cool add-on you can add on to the policy if you want to be conservative with your rebuild amount. As cost of construction continues to change, you just never know what you're going to need to rebuild the exact same home. So this endorsement, it adds on up to 140,000 over the 700,000 for the rebuild. And they'll honor that if for some reason 700,000 is not enough to rebuild the home.
Yeah, and you just mentioned that, right? So the cost to rebuild has gone up, and a lot of that has been because of supply chain issues, right? Mm-hmm. So as it is become more expensive, wood and lumber and all different types of different supplies, that price has gone up. That affects insurance, right?
Right. Yeah. It's definitely gone up, and people are, taking a few weeks to get the material they ordered. So because the house is costing more to build, the insurance is going up just a little bit to match that.
Got it. That's really helpful. Something that's interesting is, okay, so here's a little research. So it butts up against a lake. Mm-hmm. Is this in a floodplain?
So with new home construction, the builders do have to submit to the city approval. They have to make sure it's not in a flood zone. So you'll never see a new construction by a big builder on a flood zone, because that's just not allowed.
Interesting.
So
okay.
That's the good thing, is it's likely, like I'm 99.9% sure it's not in a flood zone. So it would be up to the homeowner if they wanted to purchase flood insurance. They might just want it just to be safe. It's about $400 to $500 a year if they did want it. But the builder does have to make sure that the land is propped up if they're building a brand new home, versus if this was a pre-owned home, the ground might have settled down and it now might be in a flood zone because land does shift over time. And in that case, you would definitely purchase flood insurance if it wasn't a flood zone, because not only would you want it, but the lender, like Ron, his team, they would require it to make sure your house is in a safe area.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was interesting. I was looking at you walk in the home and you're right in the kitchen, but you have this great view of mm-hmm. the lake. And I was thinking, oh, that'd be kind of, that would be neat if it was closer to the lake, but it's one of those things where, that you get, that's one of the things. Be careful what you wish for, right?
Yeah.
Because, if Texas, and we certainly have, big rain seasons, if that all of a sudden starts to flood, now you're affecting your home value, you're affecting your safety of your family and all of those things.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely do want flood insurance if you're in a flood zone, because whether your lender requires it or not, you don't want to be out of pocket that much money.
Yeah, and for an $850,000 home, $1,797 on insurance, that's a great deal. So, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Really appreciate it.